It should be going. So
Cool deal.
start talking. So
Cool deal.
there we go.
Yeah, it's going.
Start talking. So
You should put in your head. Well,
I should. Yeah, there we go. All right, entertain the people while I get this.
entertain the people.
All right, entertain the people. All right, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Word. I'm pretty sure everybody should be able to hear you. So
Are people in there? Are people in here?
yes.
Well, let's see.
Here, I'm gonna tweet the live stream.
Tweet. Yeah, because I don't see. It's not popping up on my shit. Okay.
All right, I just tweeted it, so you should
Oh,
be
it's
able to
through
click on the link.
Twitch TV.
No, it's on YouTube.
Are you sure?
I'm 100,000,000% positive. Yeah, there's people in here.
How do you see?
Just click on my
There's
link.
people in here. Okay, cool.
Cat.
Whoa, okay, I can see you.
Sorry. All right.
Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on.
I know. That was my bad. I feel bad for everybody who's gonna watch this because the first minute is just gonna
God, you're so fucking hot.
Yeah, right. It's because I wear reptilian skin over my body. That didn't make any sense, I know. Okay, apparently everybody can hear you too, so we're just balling right now. What do you want to talk about, Gmoney? I mean, I don't even know, dog. We just started this just because we wanted to.
Let's see. It only shows 2 people in here. Is that correct? Okay.
I don't know how that works. I just don't even pay attention to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna update these automatically.
First of all, I want to talk about how goddamn attractive you are. Jesus. You know what? I'm gonna go grab some lotion real
Oh
fast.
my gosh.
I'm just kidding. All right. So, did we just want to start taking questions, or did you want to bust out a topic?
Let's I don't know, let's bust out a topic, I guess, until we get some questions, because there's not very many people in here right now. And we're only going to do this for about 15 minutes, so...
15, 20, yeah.
15, 20 minutes, so you guys better take advantage. I don't know, what do you want to talk about, Gmoney? I guess a good thing Okay, here, I got a good topic. In terms for anybody out there who's got, let's say, we'll say dreams, passions, or things that you want to pursue in your life. So just to give you guys an example, I don't know if you guys remember, but in my last video I talked about how putting on musical events and being a part of music was a part of me, like how it's an inspiration of mine, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, along with like helping people out and being a life coach and stuff. That's another dream of mine. But anyways, I've always wanted to be a
You're doing
musical...
that already, though.
Yeah. Well, with you guys, to an extent, which is awesome. But I've always wanted to be a music promoter. So anyways, I had a friend who works for a huge musical promoter in my city, and I talked to my friend, and I had no idea he was working for this guy. And so when I was talking to my friend, I told him, he knows that being a part of music has been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And this particular friend I had been talking to, I hadn't talked to in a while, so we kind of like reconnected. And I was talking to him, and I said, wow, man, you know the producer in this, like the guy who produces these shows does all the big shows in my city, so he's a huge guy. And I told him, I said, you know what, it's something I've always wanted to do, and in all reality, if you guys have something that you want to do, unless you take steps to progress towards it, or unless you do something to take a step forward, you know, you're not going to progress towards it unless you just somehow happen to stumble upon it. So anyways, I saw that as an opportunity to take a few steps towards becoming a music producer, not producer, becoming a promoter, yes, myself. So I told my friend, I said, hey man, you know what? Next time you see your boss, ask him something for me. Tell him, look, there's a guy that you know, he's a good friend of yours, tell him that he's real interested in becoming a promoter himself, and he would like to just take you out to lunch and just talk to you about how you started this foundation, how you started this company, what you did when you... Just pick your brain, yeah. And I told him, I said, look, man, you tell him I'll take him out wherever he wants to go. I'll pay for him. Just tell him I just want to take him out to lunch and kind of pick his brain. And if we can go anywhere from there, if there's any way I can help him out or anything like that, then that's great. But just tell him I'd like to take him out to lunch, pick his brain, and kind of, see what I can, kind of slip on the inside and get some inside advice and stuff. So I wanted to talk about that topic because sometimes I feel like if you want to progress in something, you got to step outside the box, do something that normal people aren't willing to do. And a lot of people would be afraid to take out a huge promoter like that who's real big in the city. He's got a lot of money. It's a little intimidating. But it's like I see it as an opportunity to progress in my own dream. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go for it. I'm not that old. I'm not skilled like he is, but it doesn't mean that I can't pick his brain, and he might be willing to help me out. So step outside the box if there's something that you want to do. And I know that Gmoney is actually starting an internship this summer.
Yeah, buddy.
And so why don't you tell everybody about that and how that's... I know you... Gmoney.
I can relate to that for sure.
Yeah, hit it up.
As far as finding someone that's in your, I guess, field or your I guess your field of passion. That sounds a little strange, but
yeah.
Just what you want to go into, finding someone that can give you a little bit of guidance, give you a little bit of insight into the industry, what you might be doing, or maybe find out some things that you don't want to do or might turn you off from the industry. But definitely, if you're able to find someone like XilentFlex is talking about that has that extra insight, is in the industry and can give you some valuable advice, it's crazy how much that can help you. I know this past semester, I'm going to intern for writing commercials for a company.
And that's what you want to do, right? I mean,
yeah, that's exactly
you're into
what
marketing,
I want to do. I'm getting an internship as a copywriter. That's what it's called. And so I kind of struck gold as far as like getting exactly what I want to be doing, and just jumping right into that. And so this past semester, I got an email from, I don't know how I got it. I need to go back through my emails and, kind of say some thank yous to people that hooked me up with this dude. I haven't emailed him in a while, but he's the creative director for, I think, is it the creative director for the Richards Group? I think it's for the Richards Group, and they are the #1 independent advertising agency in the U.S. And so he was hooking me up with just kind of how he started writing or doing his own portfolio as far as getting pieces that he wrote together. And so that's really helped me kind of, it was a big wake-up call for me because I was like, holy hell, I am behind as far as, where I want to be. But at the same time, you can't really always expect to be ahead of the game when you don't know what you need to be doing.
Yeah, and I think that's super cool because just like myself, you're getting like just advice from someone who's already on the inside and who's already where you kind of want to be in the future. So it's really good to. I mean, you took a step out and you got in contact with this guy, and you're stepping outside of the box, which is good. It gives you a competitive edge on everybody else who wants to get the same position as you, and it puts you out there and. That's good stuff, right? I mean, that's what people should be doing.
Absolutely. I mean, because anyone can want to do the same job. Anyone can want to be a music promoter, but if you're getting information from the dude on the inside of the industry, you're golden because it automatically puts a better perspective on it. It allows you to gear your efforts to the priorities of what you need to work on. As far as getting better at some of the tasks that could be for music promotion. For instance, like with my copywriting, it's all about just writing catchy ideas or coming up with ideas that would be a creative way to advertise products and companies. And so, I just practice. Like I practice like rhyming. I carry around a thesaurus with me so I can just expand my vocabulary that way. Just like while I'm riding the bus and stuff like that. But just thinking of different ways, I'm always, my mind is actually like completely transformed. I'm constantly thinking about marketing, and I actually like enjoy watching commercials now because I just evaluate commercials constantly, and like what I would think I would do better or what I think they did a good job on or a bad job on, etc. But yeah, definitely if you can find a mentor, use your parents to find those connections.
Yeah.
If you can find a mentor, especially if you're in college, use your counselors because businesses come to colleges all the time. And I go to Texas A&M, and we have a ridiculous amount of connection and good relationships with businesses that come through all the time. So just use the resources that are available to you.
I agree that that's definitely important, and if you take advantage of it, because a lot of people have resources that they know of, but they never take advantage of them, and that could apply to anything. You could apply it just to like myself. I have a friend who works for that music promoter. I didn't know he worked for him until now, but I could have chosen to kind of be afraid and be like, well, I don't want to take this guy out to lunch because what if I don't know what to say to him or blah blah blah. So I mean, choosing to actually take advantage of the opportunities that you have and the things that are given to you or the things that you have at your own use that you can use is definitely important to kind of stepping up your game and going to the next level to achieving your goals and whatnot. Are you reading these? We got some comments and stuff.
Okay. I'm reading them, but I don't know if they're
a little delayed for sure.
Okay.
Let's see. So we have...
Shout out to I'm Not Magic.
I know, I'm Not Magic. Sorry we're doing this during finals. We kind of felt it, so we're just rolling with it. Ryan, what's your question, man? I have a lot of emails in the XilentFlex Gmail account, so I get a ton of those. I mean, I think I've got like 70 plus emails chilling in there right now. So that's why there's a lot of them I haven't even gotten to read yet. So, but if you put your question real quick, Gmoney and I will bust out some answers for you. Yeah, Gmoney, you just got Diablo 3, man.
Yes, and it is... Oh, it is installed.
Oh, buddy!
Alright, so I don't know if I should... If I hit play, will it go up immediately?
It definitely will, so...
Okay, I'm going to X out.
Okay. We got to get... for those of you guys watching, we're going to try to figure out some sort of live stream thing so we can...
I might be able to do it through my computer.
You should definitely try. I can give you my Twitch TV account if you want to...
Yeah, we can figure it out some way.
Yeah, that would be sick, because we're thinking about doing some videos with Gmoney and I. My girlfriend actually plays with me, so maybe the three of us could play. Who else? Liquid Taj, he plays, we just got a bunch
we should get Taj in here.
Man, it's going to be super sexual.
Yeah, we haven't done one with Taj in a long time. That'd be sick.
I know.
Post up some questions. I know Ryan has a question, but
I'm gonna refresh the page because it does not. And my bad. Okay, hold on. He says how to stay away from Xbox Live bullies, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, bro.
Well, I'm just gonna assume that he's talking about people that are like you get into a Modern Warfare 3 match and you got some dude who's just talking massive smack to you. He's just cussing at you for no reason whatsoever. What I would do in a situation like that is mute him.
Yeah, I don't even toggle mute for the win.
Yeah, I don't even. For me, even when I get the very few people that write me really bad comments, I never respond. I just straight up I remove them and that's it. Like, because I know, first of all, by responding you're just edging it on more. They want a response, and I don't know what's your take on that, Gmoney?
Yeah, toggle mute all the way. As far as bad comments, it depends. Usually, whenever I was running my YouTube channel, as I would read comments, I would try to, wrap my head around a different perspective, see where they're coming from. But if it's just blatant, like, your commentary sucks balls, you're a fucking huge douche, like, then obviously you can't respond to that and just move on. It's the same thing. I was walking down the street in California, about 3 days ago.
Oh,
and there was just this ridiculously drunk guy, and he was just cussing a lot, and you could tell he was just standing on the street with one of his friends, just kind of looking for someone to say something to him. And he said something to me, but I didn't even hear what he said, and I didn't look at him. I just kept walking because, first of all, I was sober and I was about to curb stomp a kid. Second of all,
gosh,
I'm just kidding. I just didn't even want to deal with that. But I just can't deal with negative people. I'm the
Me
type of
too,
person.
man.
I'm
Same
the
way.
type of person that as soon as I figure out that you have a negative, a continuous negative impact on my life, I will cut you out with
I,
scissors, like
that's
straight up cut you out of the family tree because I just don't deal with it. I don't have time for it.
That's a pro tip right there, by the way, for anybody. Like, if you want to directly impact your life in a positive way and improve it, if you have negative people in your life, just, I mean, I know it sounds mean, but me personally, like, I've had some negative friends in my life, and I don't, like, I'm not mean about it and go, you know what, man, you're too negative for me. Peace. Like, I just kind of
Yeah,
take a step back. I stop contacting them because negative people, like, you can even hang out with a negative person. If you just interact with a negative person, they will bring you into a negative mood. So taking that negativity out of your life, it'll remove that aspect. So negative people definitely impact you in a negative way. I mean, negative people, negative impact. So pro tip, as G Money said, if you have negative people in your life, I would progress onward and meet. There's a lot of super awesome people in this world. Seriously, like G Money, man, I've never just the relationship he and I have is amazing, and there's so many, like, for me to continue my friendship with G Money and let go of those friendships that I had with people that were negative, people that tried to get me to do bad things. It's just so much more beneficial because I mean he and I we got a great friendship. We're both positive people, and you want to surround yourself with positive people because it'll put you in a better
absolutely.
place. Yeah, it's just overall better off for your life, and that's what real people do. I don't know.
It is like it. You just, I don't know. It feels whenever I start hearing people just start complaining about stuff constantly, or just, I don't know. Even as far as putting you in negative situations constantly that just aren't good for you or aren't progressing you further, it's a waste of time for me. And that may seem harsh. What is it? At Uni, I don't know how to say your name, but
Let me see.
he says that's a bit negative to cut out negative people, but and that may seem harsh, but I just got to do it, man. Like I can't, I really can't take the time and the energy out of my day to coddle the negative people and validate their validate their complaints and their negative perspectives. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't help them except just kind of feel better about themselves and better about themselves being negative. And it's just I don't see the benefit in it, and so I don't deal with it. And it's kept me away from a lot of drama. It's kept me just thinking positive, focusing on the people that I enjoy keeping in my life and enjoy interacting with, and it's just benefited me. So that's just my take on it.
I feel exactly the same way. And I was saying that it's kind of negative to kind of delete people like that from your life. But I mean, I personally think, like I said, I wasn't. I take a step back from a relationship like that. So I'm not telling them like, screw you, I'm never going to talk to you again. I just
Yeah,
take a
same
few
here.
steps back, and if they want to me personally, if they change in a positive way, then I'll enter back. I'll let them back in my life. I'm not blocking them out, I guess, so to say. But I just don't. It's more worth my time as a person, especially as short as life is, to spend my time with people that I enjoy spending time with people that make me feel good, with people that make me enjoy the time that I spend with them. And even when it comes to texting, I mean, you and I text each other all the time, and I swear, G Money and I have the funniest text conversations ever. But I mean, it's just like you want to surround yourself with someone who's always going to make you feel good, who you have a blast with all the time. And if you have friends where you hang out with them and you guys fight all the time, or your friends making fun of you all the time, or all they can do is talk about negative things, and then you find yourself hanging out with them and you get in these negative moods because you're just around this negative environment. And I say that just because I had friends that were exactly like that. I used to have a friend who was just negative all the time. I mean, he always had something bad to say about something.
Yeah,
And then I found myself, like, every time I hung out with him, I just realized, like, when I would leave his house, I was just in a pissy mood. Like, I was just mad. And then I just, I just don't, for me, I just don't want people like that in my life. And that's my personal opinion. I'm not going to, like I said, drop people off the cliff. I'll give them a chance. But I would prefer to spend my time with people that make me feel good.
Same way.
But there's another quick question that said. He said, do you think it's more important to focus on one main goal or plant lots of seeds in terms of getting your dream job and career prospects? So why don't you, if you want to start that off, unless you want me to go ahead.
Okay. Let me look at it real quick.
I'll put my...
More important to focus on one main goal or plant lots of seeds.
Yeah. What do you think? Or do you want me to go first?
Well, there's two branches. I guess I could start off with this. It depends how passionate you are about this goal. Is this, if we take music promotion as well, or music promotion as an example, if Flex is super passionate about music promotion and, semi passionate about writing and semi passionate about teaching, is it good to go for all three or just freaking punch, go as hard as you can on the music promotion?
Yeah.
Personally, I would say music promotion. I would say, if that makes you incredibly happy, push through that, figure out a way to incorporate other aspects, maybe teaching others how to promote music once you get better at it, maybe write some books on music promotion once you get better at it, but punch the main goal as hard as you can and figure out how to incorporate the other passions into it later on. But as far as planting seeds with getting career prospects and jobs, you better hit up as many companies as you possibly can. Hit up as many interviews as you can.
Absolutely.
Get as many options as you can, because when the offers start flowing in and you've got you have one person who has one offer for $40,000 and it sounds okay, that's a hell of a lot shittier position as opposed to the dude with 4 options at different pay races, and all of them look better, worse, and he's got the option to choose from it. So that's my take on it. As far as getting the job, you better hit up a lot of companies. But as far as a passion, figure out the one passion that you really want to hit hard and incorporate all the other interests into it as well.
Yes,
that's how I think about it.
That's a good. I'm pretty much the same way. To me, it's like you got to decide is your main passion or career goal or whatever. I mean, how important is that to you? And depending on the importance of it, I mean, you need to figure out how you allocate your free time towards getting towards that goal. But I mean, at the same time, I'm like a 50-50. So, I mean, half of me says, if you have one big passion, chase the whole thing. Chase the whole thing.
Yeah.
But if you have, like for me, I have I have a few passions. I want to be a musical promoter. I want to put on musical events. I want to put on concerts. I want to be part of music. And at the same time, I've always wanted to own my own business, be my own boss, manage my own money, make my own hours. And then also at the same time, I've always wanted to, which right now, you guys are allowing me to do, is help people out in life, give good advice, help people just be happy and live the most happiest life that they can, get the most out of life. So I got 3 things right there.
Yeah.
And, part of me is like, go all the way for the biggest one. But then the other part of me is like, I don't think you should hold yourself back in retrospect. I mean, if you want all 3, try to get all 3. I mean, if it's too much, then try for 2. If 2 is too much, try only for 1. But if you can go for all 3, then go for all 3. I mean, it all comes down to how you are as a person. I mean, some people have, if you have a dream of being a basketball star, and you want to be on the NFL football team, and you want to be in the Olympics, like it's going to be a little tough to do all 3 of those things at once, obviously. So it depends what your dreams and your goals are. But for mine personally, I try to incorporate at least 2 of those 3 things for each. So I want to be a promoter for musical events, which at the same time will allow me to hopefully start my own business, which does that. So I got 2 of those 3 passions that I want. I can be my own boss, etc. Or I can do all 3. And, my YouTube channel allows me to interact with you guys, to help you guys out. Gmoney's kind enough to come in here and do this with me and give some more just totally awesome advice. And so I can personally tackle all three of those things. But some people can't. So, you need to apply that towards what your goals are and what your dreams are. And that's my opinion. What do you think about that? Do you agree with that, or?
Definitely. I do completely agree with that. And I want to look at this comment from Uni. I don't know how to fucking say his name. I'm going to call you Un.
Which one?
It
Uni.
says, the issue with focusing on that one goal is that if it goes wrong, it can be hard to pick yourself up from that. It's a risk and reward game, I guess. And you're absolutely right, Un.
Yeah, that's true.
You're very head on, but that I kind of think that's the fun of it. If you're really stoked on this one thing, you better give it all you got. And if it goes right, then rewards are big, and if it goes wrong, then you just got to keep going. You got to keep on pushing, because no one's going to give it to you. I mean, some people are in the situation where it's given to them, but if you're just a regular guy like me and Flex, you got to work for it. So
yeah,
you just got to keep going with it. And there's a quote I want to answer your comment with, and it says, I would rather be a failure at something I love than a success at something I hate.
Ah, man, it's golden.
So, I mean, if that speaks to you and, you really do have something that you're passionate about, go for it, man. Like, even if you end up failing at it, at least you'll love doing it, and it won't feel like work to you. So that's my take.
That's solid advice, man. That's what I'm telling you guys. That's why Gmoney's here with me, man. Everybody thinks I give good advice. Like, I'm just a normal person, just like everybody else. Like, there's nothing special about me. Maybe I have a few things that I've worked out because I decided for myself I wanted to improve these things. But, I mean, everybody here has good advice that you can offer. I mean, if we had a live stream with 100 people in here, I'm sure every single one of those people would have good advice. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's just
down the line.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's so awesome to have you here giving advice with me, and it just, man, it works out so well. But I totally agree with what you were saying, and the quote you have was golden. I think that relates kind of. I made the money response to Cena Ander's video where I kind of talked about, working a job that you hate, but it pays a lot of money. That I think personally over time I know people that have jobs right now that are older. They're friends of my stepdad and my mother. They hate their job. I mean, they make good money, but they hate their job, and all they talk about is how they hate their job, and their lives are, they're not miserable, but they're not happy. I mean, for me, going into work, and it's something that I want to do, because if you're going to work, try to do something that you like. I mean, because working is something that we're all going to do for a huge portion of our lives after we're done with school, and it's important for something like that. So your quote, yes, I agree with it totally, and super awesome advice. That was golden advice. It was golden nuggets.
You and I both, dude. I don't even give good advice, but whenever I get in the virtual room with Flex, it's over, baby. I mean, it's over.
No, you give good advice. He helps me out all the time. You guys think that I don't have people to talk to. I talk to Gmoney all the time. We are each other's mentors. Let's see what other. You got any other comments on here?
I like this. I see this comment right here. Let's see. It says yes, it's Adrian. Yes, it is Adrian. It says, hey man, could you give me some advice on helping me not care what other people think?
Ooh, that's
I always seem to care too much. I don't have any confidence or self-esteem issues. I'm overall a happy kid. I just don't know.
Okay, let's start off with this one.
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
First of all, I want you guys to check out my hair. I told Gmoney I just annihilated this. We'll see if you guys can see this. Can you see my hair? Like, okay, hold
Barely.
on.
It's kind of dark.
Let's see. Hold on. I got the light on. You
There
guys
you go,
see
yeah.
how it's just total? Okay, this color right. Hold on. This is all backwards. Okay, see where it's all blonde? That is not my natural hair color. Like, this is my natural hair color, and this is blue tips. So what I had done is I'm going to EDC in a few weeks. If you guys that don't know what that is, just look it up. It's cool. It's a huge music festival. Anyways, I'm going to EDC, so I was like, I'll dye my hair blue because I want to try something new. You only live once, blah, blah, blah. What the hell? So I tried it, and I didn't really like it. It turned a lot of my hair black, but the blue part was sick. So what I had done is I made the decision. I said, you know what? I don't really like it. My My barber told me if I didn't like it, I could go back and she'd fix it. So I said, I'll just go back and fix it because I didn't really like it that much. And so I decided to go back and fix it. So I went back, and she had this product, I guess, that was supposed to correct and get rid of the blue. And basically, as you can tell, it did two things. First of all, it did not get rid of all the blue. It turned the blue kind of like a turquoise color. Second of all, it turned half of my hair like blonde. I have highlights that I get, but they are not like, if you guys could see my hair all the way, there's chunks of it that are just blonde. So to answer your question just a little bit, sometimes it's all about making a mental decision to go, all right, man, I'm just going to ride this out. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm not going to care what other people think. Because right now, my hair, I mean, the hairstyle, maybe it looks cool, but my hair in general, like, I think it looks pretty damn bad. But you know what? Like, there's nothing I can do about it, for one. And for two, what other people think doesn't change anything about me as a person. Like, if you say you like wearing pink shirts, I use this as an example in my other video. If wearing a pink shirt makes you feel super fresh, makes you feel sexy, you can approach women and talk to them like that, then who cares if 1,000...
Throw that pink shirt on, baby.
Throw that pink shirt on, man. I mean, who cares if 1,000 people think you look ugly? Like, the only thing that matters is what you think and how you feel. Like, what other people think and feel towards you, it's all mind games. Like I said, it's all making a mental decision to go, I'm not going to let what they think, what they feel impact me, because you know what? I choose how I feel. I choose all these things, and what other people think about me, who cares what other people think about me? Like, it's all a matter of learning the art of not caring. What do you think about that? I'm taking up the microphone, so you put your 2 cents in, man.
You're very validated, but from what he's saying is, yeah, it can be a game where you just have to train yourself to not really care. Personally, I really don't care what other people think about me. I go about my day. I wear my fucking cool sunglasses. I wear my dumbass hats. I do whatever I want to do, and I just go about my day. And if people look at me funny or don't really want to be involved with that, then that's cool too. Like it doesn't reflect on me or change the way that I want to feel or act about myself just because someone is looking at me and go, oh, I don't like that blue hat he's wearing.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you don't like my blue hat. That's exactly what I told my mom the other day. I bought this hat in California, and she goes, that hat looks dumb as hell. And I was like, this hat looks fly as hell. That was
Nice.
a weird way to spell fly. And I bought that shit. And I still wear it because it is so dope to me, and I don't give a damn what anybody thinks. And I'm going to post a song in the comments, and y'all can listen to this later on, just like have it in a new tab. Oops, I guess I have to post the watch. Hold up. Can't post links.
Can't post links?
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I posted it in there.
that's
You guys check that out later. But it's a song by Don Tripp, and it's called Like Me. And that song is an embodiment of how I think about other people whenever they look at me. The chorus says, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. And I really don't. I don't know how my personality has changed like that. That may sound like a douchebag thing. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it comes over time. But go ahead. That's my opinion.
I don't know how I got to that point, but I just stopped worrying about it. You just really got to train yourself to not worry about it, because it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you in any way by worrying about what other people think. But and that may sound like I'm all in people's face and all this stuff, but I'm just chilling 100% of the time. I'm not like starting drama with people. But if someone doesn't like my personality, doesn't like my jokes or whatever, then that's fine on them.
Mm-hmm.
Just pay me no mind and just move on. And that's how I think about it. So I hope, Adrian, that'll help you out a little bit. But just do you, man.
Absolutely. Do you to the max. Maybe Gmoney and I will do a collaboration video where we talk about the art of being you and not caring, because I think that there's probably a ton of tips that we could give you guys. If we right now we're just spitting stuff just right off the top of our heads, but if we actually sit down and put a little more thought into it, we can. I'm sure we could produce quite a magnificent video. Perhaps, I don't know.
You never know. We always seem to do good bids. But for me, Adrian, you say it's hard to think like that all the time, and that is definitely true. But you really you got to realize, take a step back and realize that it really does not benefit you in any way to worry about if someone doesn't like you. I mean, it's different if it's a boss or someone like that, but when you're talking about just people
Random people,
in general, like walking down the street or in your school, and they're not really your friends, then fuck them.
Yeah, who cares, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, you're doing you, and don't let I think a lot of people, to put it into perspective. Maybe I'll talk about if we make a video about this topic. I'll probably talk about this again. But a lot of people get caught up on letting certain people affect you and like what they think of you. So, for instance, you're a guy and you got a class with a bunch of super hot chicks, and and in that class there's some chicks that are they're not so attractive. Are you gonna? This sounds mean. I'm not at all implying that this is the correct way of thinking of it, but this is, I think, how a lot of us by default think of this. Do you got, like, when you walk into a classroom, if your hair's not perfect, if something's messed up with you, if someone put paint on your face or some kid sprayed you with this thing that stinks, you walk into class, I mean, do you really... Who's affecting your perspective? Like, who do you think is affecting you? Is it the attractive women, or is it the girls that are just normal, kind of chilling? So... I think for most of us, you walk into a classroom, you're automatically like, oh, what do these hot chicks think of me? Or, oh, what does this famous person think of me? Or whatever. Like, and we forget about, like, half of these people that walk around the hallways and stuff, you don't really care what they think. But when someone that's maybe in your mind that you put a step above you in terms of I don't know, maybe there's a hot chick that you just think, wow, she's hot. Like, I better make sure that I look good in front of her. So don't let, there's no difference between a hot chick and a normal chick. They're both people. Yeah. So feel the same way around everyone. I mean, in general, don't care what people think. You can't get that overnight, but don't over-exaggerate letting what people think affect you, especially for groups of people like attractive girls or certain friends. I mean, be yourself all the time. Yeah, that was my random spill for that. Wow. So we'll probably spend about 3 more minutes on here. I gotta be somewhere 7 o'clock. It's almost 6:30 over here, and this actually lasted a lot longer than this is probably gonna be like 40 minutes. I don't know how many people are gonna actually watch this all the way through after we post this to YouTube, but we'll see.
It might entertain some peeps.
A lot of people. Hey, PKA, is that what it's called? PKA. Yes. Yeah, if you guys want to see me, I wish they could get both you and I on there. They should actually. You guys should tweet Woody and Rings of Redemption and be like, get Gmoney and Flex on PKA. Very unlikely, but try.
I would give Wings of Redemption a piece of my mind if I did that. Ooh, that would be bad news.
I feel ya. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think what else we can just kind of close up with. My mom's walking through the door right now, so this might be just a good time to close it off.
All right, I guess we'll peace out. I guess, yeah. I don't know. I had a lot of fun. This was, man, the amount of fun that this was much higher than my expectations. That's so much fun. Like, yeah, dude, doing this with you at the same time is so much more. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, but yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Perfect timing. I saw you tweet it out, and I was like, oh, boom.
Boom.
Good to go. But we'll try to do this a few more times. We'll try to figure out how to do Diablo.
I know, we gotta try that out for sure. I mean, there's just, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, bruh. Hold on. 1 more second.
All right, keep talking, because I'm trying to figure out how to end this. I exited out of the page. Exited. I don't even feel like this word, but
okay. It says, I have a question on what I should do. One of my best friends got a boyfriend last year, and it's been a whole year. He said she's not allowed to talk to me while they're dating. What should I do?
Oof. That's tough. That goes to jealousy and
yeah, that's another thing to the.
That's it.
If that's just the rules they're gonna play, then just play by the rules and don't try to rock the boat.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do. In my opinion, if she's willing to let someone into her life like that, the way I look at it is, if that guy's telling her that kind of stuff, he's got trust issues. Because obviously he's having doubt. As like, oh, is she talking to this guy because she wants to hook up with him? I mean, to me, I see that as a trust issue, just right off the bat. And although that might be his problem, there's only so much you can do, and that's a tough one. I mean, the best thing I would say is let your friend know how you feel about her situation and her boyfriend, and tell her, look, this is where I'm going to be. I don't want to rock the boat. I know that you might get in trouble for saying this. I disagree, but here's how I feel about the situation. I care about you as a friend, and I'll be here when you're ready to talk to me sometime. I don't know. That's a tough question.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that one. But yeah, I'm gonna peace out. Flex, thank you for having me on, dude. I'm always down to do it again.
We will probably. I'm almost feeling like we should make this a consistent thing. Like this,
definitely
pretty awesome. But anyways,
I get off work at 5:30, so.
Ooh yeah. So I guess you guys are gonna have to let us know if you enjoy this or not. For those of you who actually watched this all the way to the end. But we're going to have to, Gmoney's got to go. I got to peace out and be somewhere about 30 minutes. So, guys, thank you a ton for watching this live stream. Thank you for those of you who actually attended and commented this very second. And for those of you that are going to be watching this after it's recorded, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. And if you guys would please give a thank you to Gmoney for coming on here. And he spent 40 minutes on here talking with me, and super awesome. Yeah. So fist pump to that. I'll go ahead and say my outro, then I'm going to let you end it, Gmoney. So
sounds good.
As you guys know, as I like to say, you guys have an awesome week. Have an awesome rest of the day. And good luck on finals for those of you that are still working on them. And guys, as always, stay flying, stay fresh. Gmoney, go for it, man.
Absolutely. Guys, good luck on finals. If you're graduating, congrats. That's a huge thing. And you should be proud of it. So good job for you guys. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.